Hey yo, you want $1? Go ahead, you want to take $1 out of there? It's the last dollar I have from doing YouTube, but I want you to have it. So we're back here looking at my analytics, doing a Duckaja tells all about how much money he makes from YouTube, how much do certain individual videos make, what does my CPM look like, and overall, how is the channel doing 2 months after a really big spike of subscribers? Am I still making any kind of decent money? Are we still getting views? Are you guys leaving me? I want to be transparent and honest with you guys about everything within this channel. I have nothing to hide. You guys watch the videos, you kind of deserve to know how much this channel makes. That's just my opinion, and I have no problem with sharing with you guys how much money this channel brings in. Now, I've done 2 other videos in the past talking about money that this channel generates, and this one's particularly interesting because we're looking at how much money the channel makes and how the channel's doing overall a couple of months after a big spike in views and subscribers, and now we're back to normal YouTube. Not quite normal YouTube. Things have grown. Views and subscribers have been way down in comparison to the big blow up spike I had. And this is normal within YouTube. Some videos just pop off more than others. Then you're in good with the algorithm system. Plenty of new people find you. A spike in views can lead to a spike in subscribers, and that can overall spike the income that you make that month from YouTube. Now, this is like the first financial video you're seeing from me. I've been doing YouTube for about 3 years now, and it's not until the last like 4, maybe 5 months that I've made some kind of revenue off of it. I want to go through and show you guys what the channel looks like a couple of months after having a spike, talk about some of the things that I'm doing to maintain viewership even after a huge peak, and what I'm going to be doing next to try to get back to that kind of high we've had before. Because that's the game of YouTube. You're always trying to compete with yourself. Sometimes that can be a good thing, sometimes that can be a bad thing. I typically try to make it a positive thing, seeing it as like a good challenge for myself. I know a lot of times YouTubers will go through this motion where you have a huge spike in subscribers and revenue for that month, and the next month you plateau and you're back to reality. And that can lead to a whole slew of really bad things like inconsistency from sadness of not being at the top, lack of motivation, and overall burnout from making content in general. That's the last thing I want to have happen. I want to be driven and I want to love this channel for many years to come. So I'm focused on a lot of the good to come. But let's not waste any time here. Let's get right into everything and take a look at what my channel looks like right now. So as you can see here, things are a little different than what you last saw. The last time I kind of talked about my subscriber growth and my income, I just came off of a huge spike. I gained like 30,000 subscribers in 1 month off of one video kind of going viral. That in turn led to more views on other videos, more subscribers coming in left and right, and of course more revenue overall. And it goes without saying, all things that go up must come down. Currently right now, this is where we're sitting on the down, which I don't really consider a down. It's just kind of normal. So in the last 28 days, in comparison to having about 30,000 subscribers gained, we only have about 3,000 subscribers gained. That's still really good. We have 3,000 people deciding to subscribe to this channel. I'm still blown away by that, and I hope that continues to go up. I didn't want to make this video like a month after it happened, just so I can give it some time to see kind of how it levels out. And for the last 2, almost 3 months now, it's been about 3, almost 4,000 subs every single month. Really close to 50,000 subscribers. If you guys want to join the family now, it's a good time to do it. And right under that, we have some more analytics to look at, with my views being a lot lower than it did the spike month, being right around 247,000 views in the month in comparison to like almost 1 million at the end of that. My watch time hours being down to 17.7 thousand, and my revenue being just above $1,000 in the month. Now, I will say, when I filmed the last video, I was very fresh off of that spike, and I think my revenue was about the same when we took a look at it, but it ended up being near $2,000. So for the last 2 months, I've been making about $1,000 less than I did that particular month. Obviously, the videos on my channel that do the best are G Fuel videos. I don't know why people have liked this particular genre of video so much, but they have. And I'm currently experimenting to see what other videos people like. So as you can see to the left here, I just posted a video today on these flare calmers I did a review on, and it's doing 9 out of 10, which is not good, but I think it's consistent at least. I'm getting between like 800 to 1,000 views in the first like 5-6 hours of a video being up, and I consider that a victory if you ask me. This is really what YouTube's all about, just trial and error, just finding different topics people like, what they're into and what they're not. Doesn't look like people are as into the hearing product that I did a review on, but that's okay. We learn from that. But let's take a look at some videos that had been somewhat successful in the last month or two. Let's see how much money those videos have made. So let's go down here to about almost 2 months ago. I did a review on the Noisy Butters Starfruit G Fuel. This video was not 8 minutes, so I don't have double the ads like I normally could if it was above 8 minutes. By the way, if you didn't know that, it's not 10:01 anymore, it's 8:01. And from this particular video, I made about 61.82. That sounds about right. That's a decent amount of money and a decent amount of subscribers gained for about having 22,000 views. Obviously, if I had made this video only like 20 seconds longer, it would have gotten double the revenue. But again, right now, YouTube really isn't about the money for me. It's about getting the eyeballs to see my videos. How many subscribers can I get in exchange for these videos is really what I'm looking for. My CPM was pretty decent for this video, being about 620. Realistically, this video could have made a lot more, but who needs money, you know? I don't need to eat. Curious to see where my viewership is actually coming from for this. So we have a lot of people watching in the United States, and it's pretty typical. UK and Canada, Australia are usually pretty top. I will will say Ireland and Sweden are two newer ones that are kind of making their way up there. The average age for people that watch this is about 18 to 24, which is like the typical range for what my videos pull. And obviously my viewership is mostly male. A lot of the dudes around here, huh? So that video did pretty well, but let's look at one that I did make above 8 minutes. How about this one right here, where I let my phone decide what G Fuel I consume? Curious to see how much this one made. Yeah, about the same amount. Doesn't have quite as many views. Every single video I do kind of concerning G Fuel seems to pull in the same amount of subscribers, and as views plateau, the revenue kind of starts to look the same. My CPM was really good for this one, 938. And again, it seems like across the board, my viewership is always from like these same similar places. Here's what I did kind of closer to the spike. I don't know how much money it made in particular, about to find out. Yeah, so this video alone, you can see why a lot of YouTubers fill their videos with ads. I think this video had like 4, maybe 5 ads. I wanted to do this on purpose to see how much money it could really make, because I don't put a lot of longer videos out like this. But being as this video alone made about 1,100 bucks, gaining almost 6,000 subscribers from it, this is another one of those videos that really popped off after the initial growth that we had. So this was good, like extra momentum for the channel. Curious to see what my CPM for this was. Yeah, this was really good, 867. If this had like a 9 or 10 CPM, this would have been through the roof. These kind of videos seem to carry the channel for a while, even after a spike falls off, because in the last 48 hours, I have about 2,500 views on this. So it's still bringing in new people even when I'm plateauing, and it's good because I can have another video pop off and the same thing happen. Let's look at one, maybe 2 more here of like a non-G Fuel related video. I did this really cool video on this arcade blaster for your phone where you can play like mobile games or PC games with this little gun. This went out last week, almost has about 5,000 views. Did have double ads, and yeah, only made about 15 bucks. That's not bad for the first like week or so. And I gained a whole whopping 2 subscribers, so I'm pretty much good and set to do this for the rest of my life. Honestly, dropping out of college was a good idea. CPM was a little bit lower again for this one, being 683, but over time I see this video maybe getting 20,000 views in a couple more months. It's hard to kind of gauge these things because some videos that you make can kind of blow up out of nowhere. One really good example of this was a toothbrush video I put out. So yeah, you can see this video right here, like a year ago, got about 46,000 views, making only about $219. Still just kind of popped off out of nowhere. I'm thinking something like that can kind of happen for a arcade blaster video. Maybe the video I did on these earpieces can kind of blow up out of nowhere. One more I'm interested to check out is this Logitech review I did. This was also about like 2 weeks ago. It pulled in 3.7 thousand views, only made about 1331. Again, enough for like a full-time income. But these kind of videos are good to go along with ones that you know are gonna do really well because they balance each other out. You have the opportunity of gaining a new audience while you're kind of catering to the audience that you've already grown. It seems to be good to sprinkle in some variety here and there. I'm interested to do another follow-up video on something like this a couple of months down the road, maybe even like a year, just to see if I was right. Do these videos pop off over time? Do they get into recommended? What really can happen with it? So across the board, I've been consistently getting about $1,000 a month from YouTube for the last like 3 months, with that one really good month where I got nearly 2,000. I've been doing YouTube more and more full-time, and I'm kind of learning more about the ins and the outs, about the finances of it. It can be kind of daunting at times, but overall I find it to be pretty exciting, and I think this could be a helpful video for some of you guys who are working really hard to make YouTube a full-time career, because so many creators are so protective over how much money they make, and I get why they can be sometimes, but I think it's important to shed light on it. I don't want to set unrealistic expectations for YouTubers up and coming. I want to be realistic, but also encourage you guys to keep going, because it took me nearly 3 years, but I'm consistently starting to make a little bit of money from this. Now, a lot of the money that I do make from my YouTube videos, I take and reinvest in better gear and upgrading stuff for my videos, so I'm not quite pocketing any cash yet. It probably will be a while until I do, but as things keep growing and the more revenue we make, the more projects we can produce, we can do things on bigger scales, and I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the future. So off about 250,000 views in the month, I make about $1,000. I most likely will make a couple more of these videos just to keep updating you guys, because you watch the channel, you help me make that money, and I appreciate it. Honestly, my chicken nugget addiction wouldn't be able to be fed without you. I'm gonna start a chicken nugget channel, by the way. That's something random to mention, but I'm gonna start a chicken nugget channel where I go through drive-thrus and try all sorts of different chicken nuggets. But yeah, even though numbers are kind of down right now, I'm really encouraged for the future. I think I'm gonna continue to expand upon videos that do work and hopefully have some of the sprinkled in variety kind of pop off out of nowhere. And you can help out with that by sharing the videos around, telling everybody you know about the community. Every single like and comment, it goes so much further than you know. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful for some of you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this, and if there's anything else you want me to cover with YouTube analytics or any other video ideas for that matter, comment them down below. Maybe one of your ideas can make its way onto my channel as a video. Yeah, that's just about everything for me. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did and you don't mind doing so, go ahead and drop a sub like comments. That's a subscribe, a like, and a comment, and I will see you in the next video. for being the only tier 5 supporters of the channel. I know I just talked a lot about analytics and money I make off of views. The extra income I get from you guys supporting the channel off of your own free will, it means so much to me, so I just want to say thank you. Tier 5 supporters get a shout out by name at the end of every single video. I record these unique outros just saying thank you for supporting. So if you guys want to become a tier 5 supporter or a supporter of any tier for that matter, you can click the link down below to join today. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.